Hi, everybody. June here from San Antonio. I hope y'all are doing good today and having a good Sunday. Um, I want to say hi to everybody that is joining. And if you're watching the replay, thanks for stopping by and checking out today's live. Uh, I am not in my usual computer today because mine is at the repair shop. So I'm a little sad about that, but I'm gonna make the best of this. I'm using my husband's computer, which is not my usual, and so I'm not as familiar with it. So we're going to give you a couple of announcements, and then we will get started. So I am going to put us down to the table so I can make a few announcements, and then we will get started. If I do this correctly. There we go. All right. So we are going to play a little bit today with the 10 years of growth. I'm going to kind of make one similar to this example here that came in the kit. So that's what we're going to be working on. Hey, Patricia, thanks for joining. And then I wanted to also just mention to you that hopefully next Sunday, we'll be digging into all the little things. Hopefully my paper pumpkin will arrive and we will dig into that and have some fun with it. Now, the next paper pumpkin is going to be for May, and there's a couple of things I wanted to let you guys know. There is a price increase that's going to be happening starting in May, so you may want to take advantage of the prepaids and get your subscription at a lower cost through the beginning of May. So just you might want to consider that. But the prices are going up. I think it's going up to $24.50 a month, which includes your shipping. So I think it's $1 increase. And then also in May, because we're getting the new catalog and the new in colors are coming out, we have the Exploring in Color kit. And this is the box that it will arrive in. The colors for this paper pumpkin are going to be the in colors primarily, but Moody Mauve, Pebbled Path, Wild Wheat, Boho Blue, Copper Clay, and then there'll be also Daffodil Delight and Mossy Meadow. The ink spot's going to be Copper Clay. This kit is going to be 9 cards, so 3 card designs and 3 each of those. And I understand there will be stickers in this kit as well. And at the beginning of May, there's going to be an add-on cards and envelopes that you can purchase starting May 2nd. So lots of things to consider in the next coming weeks. So you have until May 10th to subscribe for this one. And then I also wanted to let you know there's a new kit available in the online store, and it's called Forever Friends. It's very pretty and very nice stamps inside with images that are floral and I don't know, some people say we have too many florals. Some people say I love florals. So I'm a little bit in between, but I do love these images and the fonts that's being used with it. So I'm excited to get mine and play around with it. So once I have a kit, we'll get on a live and show you that. So today, I'm going to do the example that I was just mentioning, and we'll get started. I'm doing it a little bit different. So we're going to use Coastal Cabana for this card. And again, I'm just basically going to do something similar to this. it won't be exact because I just don't roll that way. So this this piece, so I have a regular card base that is 4¼ by 11, scored at 5½ inches. And then I have a panel for the front that is cut at 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. So just took an eighth of an inch off, and I'm going to use Coastal Cabana ink for this. And I'm going to be stamping the leaf pattern around this, kind of creating a I guess my own DSP in a sense. So I'm just coming in with color on color, and I do like how these cards with the tone on tone do look, because I am attracted to that. So just makes it nice, easy on the eyes, and so that's nice. So I've just kind of gone around in an oval shape. We're gonna have a white piece that goes on top of this, so I don't really need to ink in the middle of this. And so I'm gonna put my leaf image away, and then we're gonna work on the 2 panels that will go on top of here. So that is basically that piece of it. And so now I am going to use this floral image, and I'm using Memento because we're going to color the image with blender pens. Hey Susan, how are you doing? You could do that with Versamark, absolutely, and it would be lighter. The coloring would be a little lighter, I believe, if you were using Versamark. I don't have any here to show handy, but 100%, Susan. Great question. And so I'm using the Memento Tuxedo Black because we're going to use blender pens, and I have them here. And I'm going to do some coloring today in a different way, and kind of show you how that works. So I am going to start out to do the flowers, and I am going to be using the Fresh Freesia and the Polished Pink together. I don't know if you could see here how I was kind of like putting those together. I don't know if this is gonna, trying to get it to focus. Okay, there we go, a little bit. But I'm going to be putting those together. And so I'm coming in with the dark Fresh Freesia, and I'm really, pulling in this center area. And so I'm just, let's see, I don't know if I can get this closer or not. Let's see if this works and I can bring you in closer to that. I don't know if that made it closer or not. Let me try that again. I don't think it's any different. Okay. So I'm going to, again, I'm coming in here in the center, and just really getting a heavy dose of that the dark Fresh Freesia. And then I'm just blending this out with the lighter Fresh Freesia, and I'm lightening up my pen. You can tell that it just gets a little quieter, I guess, when I come out to the edges. And I'm just going down and I'm blending this in. I can assure you, like, I am no artist by trade, but I do enjoy the coloring, and we did color last week with the ink, so I wanted to also share a different technique with you all while we had the stamp set still. So now I'm just coming in and I'm just going on one side of the petal at the bottom of the petal in the darkest area with this dark polished pink, and just bringing that into um, that center. And so now I'm using the light fresh freesia, and I'm just going to blend this up that side. And you know, I want to see the hint of that pink coming through. And so we may have to do a little bit more on a couple of these. So let's just get in here one more time on a couple of these. And we'll hit it again with the light fresh freesia, so that we're getting that color in here. And yeah, I like this. And so then I can also come in with my color lifter if I feel like I've gotten a little bit too light or too dark all the way out on the petals, and I can just bring in my color lifter and lighten some of this up. So I end up with something that looks like this. And I think it's a nice, you know, this one here has the pink and the fresh freesia, but I think this was done with some pencils maybe, because it's very watercolory. And so I do like this look, being a little bit darker on the petals. So all right, so we'll go to the next one, and these will go a little bit faster because they're not as big of flowers. And we'll get these done, and that we'll keep coloring. Do you guys use the blender pens? I really like them. I like how forgiving they are, because you can kind of come back in and play around with them, and get a nice feel for different coloring techniques. And you just have the two colors to work with and to blend, and I think it makes for nice results on the images that we have available to us for coloring. So I do like that. You could just see one more time, it's just a hint of that pink. So let's do our last one here. I'm just gonna color in this bottom piece solid with the dark fresh freesia, and then come in here with on the petals again, same kind of practice that we've been doing on the other flowers. So and then we'll get some pink in here. How is everybody doing this Sunday? I hope y'all are having a good day. We had a very fun visit yesterday with the grandkids, and enjoyed getting to see them yesterday. So I hope y'all are having a nice weekend. And earlier this week, I took some vacation time and I went over to Corpus and saw my sister. And hey, Wanda, thanks for joining. Went over to Corpus and saw my sister and my cousin. And after the live tonight, I'm having dinner with my cousin. So it was a great road trip. Thanks so much, Wanda. Okay, so now I'm going to come in with the, I like to start out with my dark color. So now I'm going to just get into some of these leaves here. And I tend not to do too much at one time because I do like to be able to blend things out. And have that. I'm gonna try this. Yeah, I actually have the pool party here that I'm just using to kind of pull the color out and have it to be lighter on the end. It's the color I had that was the best for that. So I'm hoping that's gonna work. Yeah, I think it's going okay. Just give it a little, not as harsh of leaves for these flowers. Seemed like that was going to be a little too much. So I'm just trying to lighten it up a little bit with the pool party. So I'm using the dark pool party to just kind of blend those colors in as you move them up to the edge of the leaf. So I don't know. I like that you can just kind of keep trying and blending. This is a bud, so I'm going to come back with another color on that. So just have a couple more leaves here. And then we will come back and do those buds. I don't know, maybe we'll do those in pink. Oh, thank you. It was a nice visit. My cousins are going home tomorrow. And so we're having dinner with them after I'm done here. We're heading out to go to dinner and looking forward to that as well. Okay, so I think I got all the green done now. So let's just put a little pink in here and then we will put this on. I went a little bit out of my line over there, and I'm going to show you when that happens how to handle it. So I do have my color lifter here, and I don't know if you can see it, but it's just a teeny tiny little spot right there that I went out of line. And so if I get my color lifter on here and I go really back and forth, I can pretty much push it back in line. And so once that dries, that will take it up and that will be gone. So now I have a really, really pretty bouquet of flowers here. And so that's all we needed for now with the blender pens. Now I am doing one other thing. I'm doing a pot. So I have the flower pot out here, and oh, you planted an Arbor Day tree? Oh, that's wonderful news. Your granddaughter passed her driver's permit. That's fantastic. Yes, that could be nerve-wrenching, if you were there watching. I don't know about you, but that would make me a wreck. So we're gonna color the pot in with crumb cake. And I'm gonna use the brush end because we have a kind of a bigger territory that we're working with here. And so I am just kind of coming in with a lot of crumb cake on this one side. And now I'm going to be coming in with the light and just kind of bringing it forward to blend it across, and kind of in the attempt to get rid of the line that I've created as we go across, and may have to come in with the dark again to do that. But I like when we're doing this to come in and go back and forth over these lines, because you can get rid of them, and I think I've been successful here. You know, this is, I think, maybe my first time like really doing this coloring on camera. So, I'm not really sure. Sometimes I stress over it, but as you can see, that line goes away. So, you just kind of have to come back and forth into it a few times to bring it all together, so that you get a nice blend across the pot. So just giving some highlights there, and showing some dimension there as well. So now I'm just going to cut this pot out, and I'm going to go pretty much on that black line. So the black line is pretty thick, so I don't have a problem like just cutting on the edge of that, because there is a little part here where I kind of went beyond the line, and rather than trying to push that color back in, I think I'm better off just cutting this out on the line. So there we go. All right, so now we have our two pieces. This pot's going to go right on there, and here we go. So this is pretty simple. So you can see I'm going to use some Stampin' Seal to put this together, because it's just not a lot of stuff happening. But this just gets layered right on top of there. So it's a few layers. We're going to layer this on top of some white just to give it that extra dimension that is so nice when we have handmade cards, that we get to create, just these little unique dimensions of layers and such for the cards. And so that's going to go on top of there. And can't tell if I got adhesive or what is right there. I guess it's part of the tape. So stick that back under there. There we go. Oops. There we go. All right, so we're gonna put that on top of there, and I think I'm gonna put this down with glue, but then I'll pop this up with some dimensions. So one thing you have to remember when you're doing the alcohol inks is, this is the right side, but this is the back side, and you can see here it does bleed through. So you just have to give make sure you've got something underneath of it to give it some room for it to bleed out. So there we have it. Now I do have this piece that I could layer in here, but you know what? I like it without it. So I am not doing anything else to this. I believe in that image there were leaves and stuff poking out. I don't have a ton of them, and so I just don't know that it adds that much more to it. And so I am going with this basic just like it is. Oh, thanks, Susan. I appreciate that. I do like to get some blending opportunities with the larger images like that. I- um, a lot of times the things are so tiny, so it's hard to do blending sometimes. And but that pot did turn out nice. Thank you. Um, and so we're just going to get these dimensional covers off, and then we will put this down, and uh, there we have it. So there is just a nice little simple card, and there wasn't a whole lot to it, just some cardstock and some ink, stamps, and some coloring. So on this inside, I guess I don't really need a white piece in here, but I was going to use this stamp uh, that is sending all our love. So I figure that's a card that I can always use. And so I'm just trying to get it straight. There we go. And so now we have a card that's ready to go. So what do you think? You like it? Very simple card today. So the next thing I wanted to show you guys is the kit of Colorful Kaleidoscope. This is a new kit that's available now in the Stampin' in the retail store online at Stampin' Up, and it's really beautiful, y'all. I played with it yesterday. I think you could create all kinds of. Sorry, I took a drink. I think you could create all kinds of alternates with this kit. Um, if it speaks to you. And so I'm going to get this out here and show it to you because it really is beautiful. So this is the kit that I'm talking about. And again, it's called Colorful Kaleidoscope. And there are 9 cards in it, three designs, and I'm gonna show those to you. So let's get out the pieces for each one, and we're not gonna make any of them necessarily, but I do have finished products to show you. So this is the envelope. So this again, if you think about the ability to like create alternates, if you like to do that, the envelope is got this beautiful print on it on the inside, and it has a card base that looks like this, and there's gorgeous gold foiling on here. It really, I think, does a justice if you were to see this in person, because it's so delicate. Then there is this piece that layers on, and there are all kinds of dimensionals in here for you to layer it up. You could make the most fun shaker cards easily with this kit, by just putting a window sheet in here with some fun elements, and maybe I'll come back someday and we'll do that. in between some paper pumpkins, but you have the sticker, the dimensionals to do that. And then this has some additional elements. So there's a die cut for a label, and then you have a stamped label for you to stamp a sentiment on. And there is very, lots of thankful type stamps here. So you have just because you're so special to me, and I love you so much. Thanks. I can't thank you enough. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then there is, oh, may your day be filled with light and love. And then also wishing you a magical birthday. So you really have some good sentiments to use. In on these cards. So this is the first one I'm showing to you. So here's the card all made up. Now I want you to know, like, I feel like this card base is thicker than the usual kit card bases. So maybe that's a trend that we're moving to. But then there's these gorgeous I guess adhesive beaded elements that are on here. And so this is what this card design puts together and all. So I just think they're really beautiful. So that's the first one. And then the second card I want to show you is got this envelope. And again, it is a good size of piece inside the envelope with that designer paper. And here is the card base for this card. So again, just the gorgeous foil pieces. And then you have a really beautiful, again, delicately cut item that fits right over the top of that. And this one, you have one other die cut piece that you could do a stamp on. And this is actually a portrait card. So it goes like this. And here is the finished one. So again, I just think these are really gorgeous. And I hope that you all love them. I appreciate y'all so much. And I just want you to see what is available. So let me just have one more to show you. And that envelope is this one. And again, gorgeous, gorgeous design or paper in the envelope. And here is the card base. And again, just really beautiful gold foiling in here. And so this one gets a really neat hexagon. I think this is a hexagon shape to it. And this one has this gorgeous piece of delicate cutout that fits on top of here. These do really, in a lot of ways, remind me so much of the kaleidoscope. And so here's the finished card for this. And I just really love how these came out. And I could totally see, like, the ability to create alternates with these. I just really love the cards as they are. I do think it would be fun to change some of these into shakers, and that would add to the whole kaleidoscope element of it. And so you just never know. One day I might be back to share with you some additional ideas for this kit, but it is already available in the store. And like I said, I'm not in my usual place, and all my links and everything are on my computer, and so it's a little more effort for me to get things put together. But I will put some links into the comments later on Facebook so that you can link out to any of these items. But it was so fun to create the paper pumpkin with you this month. And I have today's card, and we've made I just dropped my trimmer. We've made so many other cards this month. I mean, I think I counted that we made over 15 cards this month, and I just want to say I love spending this time with y'all and providing some creativity and inspiration for everybody. And I just appreciate y'all taking the time each week to join. And we have a new paper pumpkin coming, and next week. So I am looking forward to creating more cards, more fun for y'all. And I hope you have a great rest of your day and week ahead. And thanks for joining me today.